As corporations reach and grow beyond the borders of their civilizations, a great unregulated network of trade and commerce expands across the galaxy. Its center, the Interstellar Stock Exchange. In the hands of a shrewd leader, this powerful entity could shift the balance of power in the entire galaxy to their cause.
Okay, so we got the stock exchange. Brilliant. And what can we do with it? The Interstellar Stock Exchange has opened for investment. There's pollution here. I'm going to be terraforming that soon now, so that's not an issue. Right, so let's click that. And we come into this screen. So we've got economic data, GGP, which is Galactic Gross Product, I guess. Okay, it took a minute out to try and figure out this system. So we've actually reached the 38% of GGP, which is Gross Galactic Product, I believe. So that qualifies us to actually win the game via economic victory. So now we have to purchase 38% of outstanding GMF shares. Now you can actually go into the diplomacy screen of the other empire.
Welcome to the Hall of Kong. What do you propose?
And try to exchange shares, but currently no one's bought any because
Fare thee well,
we've only just unlocked the stock exchange. That's not surprising. If we go back into the screen here and actually invest, you actually have to type in number here. So this is really based on how much money you have to buy the shares. So I really should be focusing on getting my money up quickly if I want a chance of winning this via this method. So I'm going to buy, let's try buying 3 shares. Now I hope that we keep on to these like permanently unless we exchange them or someone buys them off us. I don't know how it works, but I'm going to, let's try this out then. So let's buy 3 here. Okay, so we have 3 GMF shares, total of 3, and we need well, I think it said we need 38%, didn't it? I have 100% of the current share amount, so doesn't that qualify me for victory actually in 10 turns? It might do. Should I just buy all of these? I'm really tempted to, I must admit. So let's, I think I'll leave back 1,000 credits. My fleet, I mean, I would like money to upgrade it, but if I can win via this method, then I should try and do so, I guess. So let's put in another 7, and that'll take me up to 10 shares. Okay, and I'm earning 316 per turn. So unless, I think I might win the game in 10 turns unless someone basically starts buying shares to prevent me. I'm not sure how much money everyone's got. Not an awful lot, probably. So if we have a look in here, well, they can't find out how much money they have. They have next to nothing. They have next to nothing. Terrans have next to nothing. So unless the Bulrathi do something about this, maybe I should just keep on ploughing in money here. To 10 turns time. Might be able to win, who knows. Right, let's automate our movement for the turn. There's a couple of red triangles, but yeah, same as before. Okay, so maybe winning economic victory is easier than I thought, potentially. Right, so I'm going to update my build list for the turn. I've got a feeling I'm going to be putting in some more stock exchanges. Okay, I've updated my build list for the turn, and you can see I've actually stuck in some more spaceports and also stock exchanges, definitely focusing much more so on money now, because I think that's the quickest way to win. I probably should be doing more actually. Maybe I haven't actually replaced anything that's currently in the build list with money related build-ins. A lot of my worlds have either built them all or close to nearly building them all. I haven't actually built stock exchanges everywhere, but the other buildings I have in the main. I could be raising my tax rate as well, but that would, well, I haven't stuck any holo buildings on, so my strikes would go up a huge amount, but that's something I should highly be considering. My money's currently, yeah, I'd be probably be able to buy another share nearly per turn if I were to raise the tax rates. So I may well do that very soon. What I'm really interested to find out now is how many shares the AI is going to buy this turn. I think they have to, well, I only need 38%, isn't it, of the shares, so, and I've got 10, it's gonna, yeah, they're gonna have to spend a lot of money. Right, I've got bits of movement left to do this turn. That battleship can stay, well actually, might as well blow up that outpost. I'm waiting for that battleship to get in before I move it on the planet. I don't want them potentially attacking that with the battle station. I'm not sure if I'm stronger than it or not. So let's bring that to there and do auto resolve. And that's basically the same as what happened last time I did that. Right, so I've got, what's that? Troop transports. I am going to bring that battleship down here as 2 turns. Hopefully there's nothing coming en route. No, there isn't. Those transports, they can move there, they can move there. What's left? Main fleet? Anything else? No. Right, so I'm going to bring the main fleet over to the Tur star system. I'm not even sure how many transports I got here. Quite a few actually. Let's bring that to there then. And attack. I've got 8 transports. That's probably enough to take both the worlds in the system. Auto resolve. What's that? Right, let's drop all. So that was partial something or other. Right, let's end the turn. Sure that was an explosion then? Don't know. Right, there's a destroyer there anyway. So there's a pirate fleet detected. I've got a very good tech this turn, which I've got to do in a second. That's, yeah, I'm going to start on terraforming there, or maybe stock exchange, who knows. Right, let's have a look in here then and see what the share situation is. Looks like no one has invested. Which, if that continues to be the case, I am going to win the game. I'm pretty sure of it. If I haven't, yeah, if I'm understanding this correctly. I've got 100% of the outstanding GMF shares, and I only need 38%. Right, let's do the automated movement for the turn after I've looked for red triangles. Some frigates there. Destroy there. That there. The AI seems to be pretty much capitulating at the moment. No sign of a grouped up fleet anywhere, and no money to buy shares. Okay, so that's going to be easy combat, so I'm going to attack and auto resolve that. Okay, so yeah, it looks like I can start sending in transports through here as well. I've got one there, another 4 there I could send, more coming down. Okay, that's great. And right, I'm gonna do that combat soon and do that soon. Let's do the tech.
An event requires the Overseer's attention.
I actually haven't got a clue which one of these to go for. So multi-phased shields, bonus shield points plus 30% of base hull. Or there's a bonus damage reduction of -6. I assume both of these are specials that you would have to add on. I think that might be better. -6. I think we might already have some of our shields. It might be -4. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I'm going to select that. Maybe it stacks though. So certain weapons we'd be almost impervious to with that.
Research complete. The Combine has been successfully upgraded.
So we've got the phaser rifle, that's that's 20% now my rifles are worth, so I've got at least a 60% bonus. And those phaser modifications are huge. But I'm not going to have the money to upgrade my fleet, so I'm spending it on shares. Will be upgrading them though soon.
Please select
For
a
the
new.
ships I build. Oh, what tech do I want next?
Please
Next tech.
select a new.
I think I'm gonna pick up this stealth suit. That might help a tiny bit, especially if I need to win by diplomatic victory, which I don't think I'm gonna have to at this stage. Then maybe I could head off towards this production. Maybe even pick up that armor as well if it helps in the Marines. What do I need to get that? That's going to take a long time. 5 extra command points. Yeah, I could do with more command points actually, potentially. Buy out Empire thing there. Yeah, I'll pick up that first though. Okay, lots to do this turn. I've updated my blueprints, so I've stuck on these new hard shields. So that's bonus of -6 damage reduction. So with my existing class 3 shields, I'm minusing 10 damage off every shot. So the old weapons are just going to be useless against my ships more than likely. I've added on the new auto fire phasers to my battleship, my Dragonarch and my cruisers. I stuck a bomb on here as well, thought I'd have at least one. It's an old design. Kept a 7-point defense phasers, and I've actually got a mixture of heavy mounts and auto fire. The heavy mounts, well, the battleships seem to start at the back of the fleet, so they'll be able to fire a small amount before they get into position. The Dragonarch's almost identical, except for that's now auto fire, and I've lost one point defense phaser because of that. Not sure if I should have done that, but I have. Cruisers now have the auto fired phasers and small amount of point defense, a bit less than before. Battleship's attack rating's probably gone down actually, but that's, yeah, that costs space. It's probably worthwhile. That and that I haven't changed, and the destroyer, I've updated this to have long range weapons now. So if I do ever get around to upgrading these, which I probably won't, then they'll have those, and it's got minimum point defense. Right, what else have I done this turn? Build list. And you may have noticed my tax rate has gone up. I've decided to raise this. If I had known exactly how the Khan victory works, then I would have done a few different things leading up to this point. Like I would have bought the stock exchange straight away, and maybe I'd have increased my tax rate a bit sooner. I don't think I'm actually, well, I would have been able to win a tiny bit earlier if I'd have bought the stock exchange. That's the only thing that wasted time, I guess. As long as the other AIs don't start buying shares, so I should be winning very soon now. Okay, so that's the current state of things, focusing on money in the main. Not so important to get colony ships out if I don't need a population at the moment, or ships for that moment. Looks like I've got enough to take on stuff down here. Right, I've got bits of movement left to do this turn then. So I've got a, oh no, I don't have that battleship actually. So what's there? Don't know. Those transports I'll actually bring to there. I think I'm going to be able to take planets over there with them, so yeah, let's do that. This I'm going to, well, first of all, let's bring these to here. I think I'm going to have to do a manual combat here. I'm not entirely sure. They've actually got a missile base as well. My chances are only good. Yeah, I'm going to take command here. I don't know if I've got enough. So I think my strategy, what it's going to be, take out the missile base first, maybe. Then I'll retreat if I'm taking too much damage at some point. Hopefully I can wipe out the battle station after that. Okay, so these are my newly upgraded blueprints, of course. Let's have that like that. Attack that, and don't need the speed, I think. So let's go. I do have some point defense, but not crazy amounts on these. Alright, we're taking hull damage now. The missiles are raining in. That missile base is almost taken out. Okay, brilliant. Let's take out the battle station now. What the hell is he doing? Turning around for some reason. Okay, I need a point defense nearer to this guy, so move in there, please. No, he's too far away. Brilliant, so we had enough. Lost some here, hull air points, it's not going to matter too much. Okay, done. Now I just need some transports to come down here. Can I attack? No, because I don't have any bombs. These do though, mini bombers, I've got 2 troop transports, they can move in there. Right, what's left this turn? I've got my main fleets. I've got them. I think the space factory. I'll bring those forward. Hopefully 2 transports is enough. What's that? That's 7. Yeah, it's gotta be. Hopefully. You know what? I'm gonna move 1 transport to there, just in case. I'll move the rest in there. I think I've got transports, haven't I? Hope I have. My transport cap is 20. Well, I have 23 transports. These, right? I think. Well, they both have battle stations. I'm going to attack the smaller planet, which is this one first of all. How many marine transports do I have? Oh, I have enough. I'll just attack this one. Okay. Right, I probably should do a manual. Oh, I shouldn't have moved the troop transfers. That's a big mistake, actually. They could get shot at. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a take command here. Okay, I think I've given everything orders. Let's move in and see what they target. Okay, so they're attacking those destroyers. I'm gonna have to get those out of here before they get wrecked. They can retreat, and that's missile base is attacking those. So I need to get the Dragon Arc over to the Pronto. Okay. This is a problem. There's missiles incoming from there, attacking those destroyers, and there's missiles incoming from there. I've only got 1 Dragon Arc, so I'm going to have to make a decision here. I think I'm going to have to go after... That might be able to survive. This one? Not so sure. Right. Did that? Well, that definitely worked on that one. Did it shoot those as well? I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay. Right, luckily they're not targeting my transports. It's a big mistake bringing them along. Should have separated the fleet. Okay. Let's have those destroyers move in a bit. Where's the Dragon Arc 2? There. Let's have that. Like that. Okay, that's gone a bit forward, hasn't it? battle station's nearly down. It is down. Okay. Go there. Guess. Right, so done. Let's attack there. Okay, successful combat. I don't think the destroyer was destroyed, just a bit damaged. Brilliant. Right, so that is now defenseless. I think that was the final bit of movement for the turn. All I have to do now is just take the colony if I'm able to. Ooh, they actually have tanks. I'm not even sure how they are calculated in terms of ground combat, so I'm going to have to take a guess in a second. Let's drop some bombs. Okay, just blew up a structure by accident. Right, I've got 8 transports. I don't think I'm going to continue the bombing. What I'm going to do is have a look at the tank technology in here.
Upgrade compiling.
It actually looks like I've messed up this turn. When I came out of the ground combat screen, I can't go back into it, probably because none of my ships have any movement left. That's another reason why I shouldn't have brought the transports in. But yeah, I had a little look in a tech tree to see how armor and battloids work, which they might have. I'm going to have to use that information next turn. Right, I think I'm pretty much done for the turn, other than I should probably invest in some more shares, so I'm going to buy another one there. Right, that's it for the turn. Next turn. Okay, is this the Bulrathi fleet finally paying a visit? Right, something going on in a Sacra colony. Yeah, it is. Right, so looks like they are allowed to go through Terran space. They must have an open border treaty after all. Right, this is a real pain because I could have taken that colony last turn, and now I'm probably going to have to not take the colony and move back, maybe. Let's yeah, the bloody shield's back. They are tanks and not battloids, right? Okay. Well, before we figure out what I'm going to do here, let's take a look to see what the shares are looking like. No one's bought any yet. I still have 100% of the shares. There's a threatening fleet. Right, a scout, nothing to worry about. The main fleet has returned. Am I going to do auto movement? Is there anything I don't want to automate now that I previously did? No, I think I'm going to auto it. Okay, so I'm going to take a minute to update my build list and my espionage. Okay, there's tons to do this turn. I've updated my build list though, so I'm starting to get some holo simulators in on my worlds, which I've built the stock exchanges and all the other money build-ins. Not making too many ships at the moment, and that's how things are currently looking. The reason why I'm making those, of course, is because I've got a lot of strikes with the extra tax rate. I slightly changed my espionage strategy this turn. I had a couple of spies in the Sacra worlds, but just in case, at some point I'm probably going to want to buy their votes, and I don't want to do that until the last possible second, so I need to keep relations up with them, otherwise they might not sell them to me. And so yeah, that's why I've got my spies back, and I put them on a couple of Bulrathi worlds. Maybe I should put them on the Terran worlds, but yeah, I didn't. So I've got movement left to do this turn, so I've better get started with it. I need to get my fleet back here quickly. This fleet doesn't have any, well, it has 4 bombs. The Taurus should be safe until they get in. and then I'm gonna have problems. So I don't think I have a stab. No, 7 turns I've put into that. Could I? Well, the star base isn't going to do anything against that fleet anyway. 600. I have 1 marine. Yeah, if they go for that, they're basically going to blow that planet to bits. I don't think they have any transports though, do they? So I don't know if they'll destroy their old world or not, to be honest. Hope they don't, but they might. Right, this battleship I am going to bring over to Lupus Prime, which has a star base, and I probably should be able to take that out with a battleship. I'm going to do an auto-resolve here. Yeah, good. Right, that was the right decision. So that's destroyed. Now I don't know if I can have a chance of taking that anytime soon, but I've got a few transports. I'm going to bring those down, but if they decided to swing round and go to the Lupus system, any ships down here would be trapped basically, so this is risky, but I think it's worth the risk. They need to get out of this system this turn, otherwise that fleet is going to destroy it, so I'm going to bring that back to Sol. That's the only place I can go to. I have troop transports and a battleship there. I think I'll bring that down today. That's an advanced military outpost as well. So I wonder if it's the same as a battle station. I don't actually know. That fleet isn't all that amazing, to be honest. It's good at defense, but no, my battleship's actually stronger in attack, supposedly. Alright, let's bring that to there then. What else have I got this turn? I got troop transport there. That space factory, I'm going to start making a jump gate there. I've got a few transports there. Let's deal with this situation then. So let's bring in 1 mini bomber first of all. I just want to see things a bit clearly here. Oh wow, okay, that's a lot more than I thought they had. So they got a shield, tanks, marines. Right, so let's abort that for a second. I think I'm gonna have to bring in a lot there basically. Right, so that's moved this turn. I've got that transport which I may have to bring up there. I've got that. What else have we got? Those troop transports, I don't know where I'm moving them to yet. Those troop transports, I don't know what I'm moving to yet. So, I want to take both of those planets this turn. I've just got to figure out the calculation now, really. So, they got tanks. Let's attack here. Well, first of all, I have to take down the planetary shield. I have no idea if I've got enough for this or not. Do barely. Wow. Okay, I've got a feeling that tanks may be worth 2 marines each. I've got at least an 80% bonus, so 10 add an extra 80% is 18. They may have 90% though potentially. Tanks may have a bonus themselves. Battloids have plus 10%, but it doesn't mention anything about a bonus for tanks. So I think they've got 18, possibly 19 there. I've got 12 marines with a 60% bonus, rifle, shield, battle armor. So that's 19.2. So this is going to be very close. I'm going to go for it though. Yeah, we actually had enough. So I'm not exactly sure about the calculations, if indeed this is how it works, but yeah, that worked. Brilliant. Brilliant. So that's Orion Prime is now ours. More than likely, they were human actually, so I'm not even 100% sure they get a Bularathi bonus, but they might do, so it might be an Empire bonus. Let's put that like that. Let's get rid of the security building. Okay, and that is done. So what was left? I got a couple of troop transports there, which It's not exactly safe around here anymore, is it? So I might bring those down this way after all. I don't know. Is that got a battle station there? Yeah, it does, but 2 battleships is enough to take them out, it would seem. Let's bring the... I'll bring those to there then. Got 3 there, 8 there, I think, and 1 there. Might bring those through there, but I probably got to bring them back now, actually. Right, so let's try and take this world this turn, so I can enter this. They got 3 tanks, 8 marines. They have some planetary shield. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave 2 mini bombers or bombers or something here to take out the shield, and enough transports that, and then just move the rest of my fleet, so I don't waste another turn with these. Okay, I've grouped up all of the ships that I want to take, so I'm going to leave 2 mini bombers and I'm going to leave 3 transports. I needed to figure out what the calculation was for the ground combat as well, so it took a second to do that. I think that's going to be enough to take the planet this turn, but there's only one way to find out. So let's move those to there. Okay, so let's try this out. So let's attack. Let's take down the shield. Right, so I might kill the population by accident then. So their calculation, I'm going to count those as 2 marines, so in total they have 14 marines with an 80% bonus, so that is 25.2, I think. 18 with 60% bonus, at least is 20, it's over 27, put it that way, so I should have enough. Right, so let's find out. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so the Meklar have crushed the Volrathi resistance. Right, and those mini bombers are over there, which I don't particularly all that massively need, and my fleet is coming back to deal with their fleet. It's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. They could do a lot of damage to me in the time it's going to take to get over there. So let's sort this system out. Okay, no rebellions, that's a surprise. Let's get the alien management center up there. Okay, what's left? That troop transport and those troop transports. Put that to there, and they can wait this turn. I think that's it for the turn. There's nothing else to move in. Oh, before I end the turn, actually, I'm going to buy 1 share. Right, so we got 12. Next turn.